are a nation and ethnic group native to England who speak English. Teaching English to speakers of other languages is both challenging and rewarding. Here are some methods and strategies in English. First, use non-verbal cues. It involves facial expressions, hand gestures, and other non-verbal cues are a great way to overcome the language input. Next, use visual aid. Sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, and this is particularly true when teaching English as second language. Visual aids can be used to teach everything from vocabulary to prepositions. In addition to instructional advantages, visual keeps lesson interesting for the learners. If possible, get access to an overhead or slide projector. Another methods in teaching in English is using bilingual materials. If the teacher speaks the same languages as the students, the situation will be greatly simplified. But not many teachers have the luxury of speaking the same languages of his or her students. Bilingual materials can help a teacher of English as a second language to draw on the student's native language without knowing it him or herself.
Mrs. June Shield, a bilingual Spanish-English teacher at the George B. Armstrong Elementary School. Located in the northern part of Chicago, Armstrong School is known for its diverse student body. 88 languages are spoken here, but for Mrs. Shield's third grade class of Latinos, learning English is a hard task.
With bilingual added, this is also in other monolingual classrooms too, but we used a lot of manipulatives so that children understand, especially in math, like those magnetic numbers they're like foam magnetic numbers on the backboard. The children enjoy them immensely. So they're fun to use, but it's not only because of that reason. The idea of using things that are tactile. This is an example of manipulatives for fractions, okay? And this was really, really, really helpful in teaching equivalent fractions. Okay, so they were able to tell me, oh, what else is equal to 1/2? Because they pulled the pieces apart and they found 2/4 would be equal to 1/2, or 3/6. This is all bilingual, so it has the spelling of the words in both languages, because again, that will help them with the reading and the spelling of the words. These again are math manipulatives for helping them to learn your base 10. So you have your 10 rods, the little, the ones, 10s, 100 flat, and then the 1,000th cube, these large orange ones. So they could see they can stack 10 of the 100 flats and arrive at a 1,000th cube. We use the CD to show the electric slide and to show how the slide was, how lines move in geometry. It was very basic at a third grade level. But that was total physical response. Using their body to help them understand the concept, a math concept. So TPR is very big in helping them understand. It's not only math, it's also a lot in language arts. The structure of our sentences in Spanish, for example, many times they will put the adjective after the noun, and in English we frequently will put the adjective before the noun. That was really good for bilingual ESL students is sentence puzzles. These are very nice. These are very helpful because the children can start, when they come in at the beginning of third grade, it's like they exited second grade, so they might not be forming lengthy sentences, but they can build, they can make, once they start using these during the year, their sentences, they're going to become larger. Again, they're manipulative. You don't know if a lot of the monolingual in the general ed program, I don't know if they're using these as much as I would as a bilingual teacher, but these are very helpful. My classroom library is bilingual. I have books that are all Spanish. Then I have books that are bilingual books, and those are nice. When they take them home, they do a lot with their families.
June Scheel says parental involvement is a huge factor. Some parents are busy working 2 jobs, and the socioeconomic factors make it difficult to be involved.
Some of their parents are learning English as a second language. In fact, some of them take lessons here as adults at our school. Not many of them, but there are a few whose mothers do not work, and they have an ESL instructor. It depends. Some of their parents are more bilingual than others. The ones who have older siblings, they also are acquiring English at a faster pace.
Mrs. Scheel explained there are 4 domains in language learning: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Some children learn visually, some learn kinesthetically by acting out, and others are auditory learners.
They do listen to the stories on CD every week. We rotate. They sit at the listening center. They hear the story of the week on CD. It's very helpful. It can clarify how words are pronounced, and they enjoy it. They enjoy it very much. Again, it's auditory. To the shed aquarium. Watch El Acuario. We have a term called TPR, which is total physical response. It's using body language to convey, to teach a concept, okay?
Teachers have said in the past, not one method works for every child. They are all unique individuals. So students with special needs must have special teaching methods and teachers, like June Scheel. And in her own words,
Each child is different.
so treat them that way.